Hey everyone, this is Alexander at All Security Equipment, and today I'm super excited to present to you the new line of LiftMaster remotes. These are the brand new Security Plus 3.0 system. This is their most advanced system, most secure system. It has a range of up to 1,300 feet, which is to date the longest range remote LiftMaster has ever produced. It also has a serial number, which is a first, which means that now when you link them in your MyQ app, you're going to be able to name them, so that way you know that this is John's remote, this is Bud's remote, this is Jessica's remote. It's going to also allow you to have the log of who used the remote when, and you're also going to have the battery level of the remote or the keypads, which is very exciting. So we're going to go one by one and explain what are differences between all those remotes, because even though they kind of look alike, they all have very specific use. So we're going to start with the standard remotes, which have the name L991S and L993S. Those are the standard remote and will only work with the Security Plus 3.0 technology, which is going to be the base remote or the included remote in the basic garage door model. These are the remotes that will be included with the basic garage door opener package. And so, as a reminder, they all have the same function, except that these standard remotes, so S, only work with Security Plus 3.0. And the main difference between the L991S and the L993S is that one has 3 buttons, as you can see, and then one has just 1 button. So if you have one garage, take this one just to make it simple. And then if you have one or more garage, you can take this one that will allow you to control all of your garage door with one remote. Now let's move on to the next level, which is going to be the L993M, which means Max. And this remote is great because it is retro compatible with all LiftMaster garage door openers up to 1997. So if you have an old garage door motor and then you want to add a new one, the Security Plus 3.0, you can use this remote to control both, because this is going to be retro compatible with all of the other motors up to 1997. And same thing, they all have serial numbers, battery level on the app, and logs just like the standard version. And then the most universal, which is the L992U, that stands for universal. This one is retro compatible up to 1993, as well as with all of the major garage door brands on the market today. So this, if you don't know which remote to get and you don't want to overthink it or check, I would suggest to get this one, because this is the one that is probably going to work with every single garage door motors and gates that LiftMaster has produced, as well as its competitors. All right, now let's move on to the keypads. And as you can see, they all look the same, but again, they kind of follow the same pattern as the remotes. Same thing, all of them have a QR code that you can scan. For the remote is the same thing, so you scan this QR code and that will allow you to add them to your MyQ account very easily. All of them have a serial number, so that would work the same way as the remote, so you know when this keypad, so if you have multiple keypads, you know when the keypad was pressed and opened, and you will also have the battery level, which is very useful for the keypads. So again, we have here the L979M, the L979U, and the L979S. So S stands for standard, which is going to be the one included in the basic garage door opener package. And again, this S stands for standard and means that it's only compatible with the Security Plus 3.0 technology. So they all work the same, all have the same feature except for the compatibility. So here we have the U, which is the universal, which means that this is going to be retro-compatible with all of the LiftMaster garage door openers up until 1993, as well as all of their competitor garage door brands. And then finally the M, which is the Max, and this is going to be retro-compatible with all of the LiftMaster garage door openers and gate openers up until 1997. And as you can see, it has a big 9-volt battery, all of them, so that way you know you're not gonna have to change the battery anytime soon. They all have a long range like the remotes, so that way you can even place them pretty far, and that will allow you to control your garage door or gate from pretty far away if necessary. So once again, here is the new remotes and keypads with the new LiftMaster Plus 3.0 technology, which is the most secure, the longest range, and at the same time all of them have a serial number so you can track each remote. So another great example of why this is so important is that now if, for example, somebody breaks into your car and steals your remote, you can right away go to your app and then delete that remote from your account, which means that anybody that steals this will not be able to get access to your garage, which is a great feature, because now if that happens, you would have to kind of deprogram the whole operator and then reprogram with the new remote, so that way that the stolen remote cannot work because of the routing code. But in that case, because they all have serial numbers, you can remove and add one by one to ensure the most secure access to your property. So if you haven't done it yet, I suggest to come on allsecurityequipment.com, take a look at those new remotes and see which one is the best suited for your property and for your gate or your garage.